G'day, ZiggyD here. In this video I want to share some quick tips for getting the most out of breaches. First things first, when you're traveling around, keep an eye on the minimap and the overlay map because the breaches are quite clearly marked, so you can spot some that you otherwise wouldn't spot on your main vision screen. When you encounter a breach, it's not a bad idea to scout around the edge a little bit beforehand. Clear up any mobs that might cause issues once you actually open the breach, because you're already going to be fighting enough monsters once you do so, and keep an eye out for anything that looks like a shimmering mirage. It's possible to see an ethereal looking version of the larger breach chests before you open them, and that knowledge will help you position to grab it before the breach snaps shut, because they're quite often on the very most outer bounds of the breach. Once you open the breach, spend the first 15 seconds or so just killing as much stuff as possible to maximize the breach open time. Just hang out in the middle or slightly towards the bottom and just blast everything that you can. Then what you want to do is head to the bottommost section of the breach and run the circle of the breach, clearing mobs as you go. You'll occasionally see these blue and red tagged clasped hands, which are a smaller breach chest. Pop these open as you go around the edge of the circle, as they contain loot and breachstone splinters. Your goals with these breaches are to get breach rings and to maximize how many of these splinters you get. Rings just drop from enemies, so just killing efficiently is enough to get them. However, shards come mainly from rares and the breach chests, so that is your priority. Make sure to grab any of the larger chests if you do spot them, because they can contain a whole bunch of breach shards. A note for breaches while leveling, because a lot of people ask whether it's worth doing these while leveling. I do think it is worth doing the breaches while leveling, but what it's worth doing is trying to do them efficiently as you progress. So essentially, once you open a breach, you want to try and follow the breach outwards towards where you were heading anyway. It's not really worth backtracking, and it's not really worth standing around for the full 45-50 seconds to complete every last monster in the breach. Even if you miss one or two hands, the amount of splinters you're going to be getting at endgame is far greater than what you'll be seeing early game. You will get a ton of loot and XP from the huge density in these breaches, so as long as you can handle them, it is worth doing them. Just don't be overly thorough on them while leveling. Now occasionally you'll also run into one of the breach lords. This is a little mini taster encounter for what's to come. The more damage you do to these guys before they escape, the more splinters you'll get. Oh, Ash! Hey, we finally got our first breach boss. And I got him down. What? I got him down to 1 hit point. Oh my god. Oh baby, holy shit. I think we call that a success. What do you reckon? Okay, so here's what it looks like when you get them down to 1 hit point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 splinters. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Crushed him, man.